So today I got the complete 5th series of Doctor Who. I was so excited it came out that I wore my Doctor Who shirt, which you can't really see, but you can see the top of it. So yeah, first of all, I'm not actually crazy about this design. You got like a little 3D cover going, which is kind of cool, but that actually looks really cool. But my stepdad thought it was the coolest thing ever. He was just staring at it for like 5 minutes. Kind of worried me. But I guess just because the design, is so different, it doesn't sort of go with the rest of my Doctor Who collections, but that's okay. You got, quote from The Big Bang on the back of the box. I think that's from The Big Bang. And I don't really like the way that the episodes are placed on discs. Like, the first disc only has The 11th Hour and The Beast Below, and the second one has Victory of the Daleks and Time of Angels, and then disc 3 has Flesh and Stone. I really think Time of Angels and Flesh and Stone should be on the same disc because they're a two-parter. But, that's just me. And they put some random characters on it, like, Amy's on disc 1, which makes sense. But then Churchill, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Rory makes sense. Vincent Van Gogh, or Van Gogh, I guess makes sense. River definitely makes sense. And, of course, the Doctor. It's just weird. But, so the box design is way different from the other collections that I have, but I think it looks pretty cool. Just wish that the episodes were placed in a better order. It also came with these 3 cards randomly. I'm not sure what their purpose is, but I'm going to keep them anyway. So, I liked the 5th series. I was sad when David Tennant left because, I first started watching Doctor Who when Ten was there, so he's like really my doctor. He probably always will be, but I don't think they could have found a better person to take over the role. Matt Smith did a fantastic job, and I love the 11th Doctor. He's, like, by the end, the 10th Doctor, I didn't see, like, anything else they could do except have him regenerate. He was just so miserable. And Matt Smith just, I guess made the Doctor fun again, and maybe in a few seasons he'll be all angst-ridden too. But for now, it's just nice to have some fun again, and I really think he pulls it off great. He definitely has a more, like, a geekier Doctor, I guess. Like, 10 was really cool, despite being manic and crazy. 11 is still manic and crazy, but in a geekier way. I like that. Amy Pond, not my favorite companion. Not my least favorite. She's pretty good. I think she had an interesting arc. I just don't connect with her as much as I have with past companions. But I do think Karen Gillan is a really good actress, and I like what she's done with the part. I also don't think that 11 and Amy have as much, like, natural chemistry together as some of the other Doctors and companions. Like, for example, I think Christopher Eccleston and Billie Piper had amazing chemistry. Much stronger than David Tennant and Billie Piper, in my opinion. I know a lot of people disagree with me, but that's, I think, one of the reasons why I love the first series so much. But there was more to this than just Matt and Karen this year. We got Alex Kingston back as River Song, and I didn't really like River in the 4th series that she was in, but when she showed up again for the Weeping Angel 2-parter and then the season ender 2-parter, I loved her. Like, River Song's now one of my favorite characters. I'm scared to fully commit to that yet because we don't actually know the mystery of her yet, and we're supposed to find out next series, I hope. So, maybe I'll take all this back in about a year's time, but for now, she's just awesome, and she has great chemistry with Matt Smith. What she lacked with David Tennant, which isn't their fault, you either have chemistry or you don't, in my opinion again. She more than makes up with Matt Smith. For such an age difference, they have, like, sparkling chemistry, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love it when they have scenes together. And, of course, we had Arthur Darvill as Rory Williams, who's, like, the anti-Mickey. I am so glad that, like, Stephen Moffat took so much of the first few series and sort of turned it on its head this year. Like, and Rory's a perfect example of that. You know, he started out looking like the Mickey character, but it turns out he got the girl. Amy actually does love Rory, and, you know, I like the character of Mickey too, but Rory is a very, you know, strong character. He's so lovable and sweet, and he loves Amy so much. And it was nice to see her not really be in love with the Doctor. You know, of course, she had her little moment at the end of Flesh and Stone. But I just like that they set up the different dynamics. And that they got married at the end of the season. And I can't wait for next season just because I think it's going to be so cool to have a married couple in the TARDIS. So yes, I think Rory, the inclusion of Rory and River really, really helped add to this season. It really made it a lot stronger, in my opinion. The series as a whole is not my favorite. Series 3 is my favorite, probably always will be. But this is probably tied with Series 1 for my second favorite. They had some strong episodes. Let me get out the episode guide. The 11th Hour I liked. I think next to Smith and Jones was my favorite season opener for this show. Beast Below I was kind of disappointed with. I should rewatch a lot of these. Victory of the Daleks I just did not like. I don't like Dalek episodes in general anyway, but this one was exceptionally dull. Time of Angels and Flesh and Stone I thought was great because I love the Weeping Angels, and I was actually scared of them bringing them back because I didn't see how they could top Blink. And I don't necessarily think they topped it, but I think they matched it, you know. I loved those episodes. Vampires of Venice I really do need to rewatch because I was only half paying attention when I watched that one. But it was fun from what I saw. Amy's Choice is my favorite episode of the series. I loved it. The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood, those weren't very good, but again, I need to give those a rewatch. Vincent and the Doctor was so sad. I mean, good, but really kind of different for Doctor Who. The Lodger was pretty funny, mostly because Matt Smith was hilarious in it. And the Pandorica Opens and the Big Bang was a really awesome finale. Another thing that Stephen Moffat's done with this series that I like is he's, you know, made it not just a season arc, but it's, you know, playing out over multiple seasons. Like, we still don't know what caused the cracks, so I'm excited to learn more about that. So yeah, I love this collection. I'm going to watch some of the commentaries and more whatever else special features on here. I haven't checked it out yet. And I can't wait for Series 6. And also, I got the Journal of Impossible Things in the mail last week, which I was really excited about. I wasn't going to buy it, but it was for far cheaper than I've ever seen it before, so I went ahead and bought it. This is gorgeous. I think it's like 78 pages of just the drawings and the words. I can barely make out any of the words, but just look at the pictures. It's cool. See, there's a lot of like villains from past episodes. I know, and of course a lot of pictures of the TARDIS. Ooh, there's all the versions of the Doctor except Matt Smith, of course. Oh, there's Rose. I think that picture is beautiful, by the way. And I know we've got Captain Jack and Martha in here too. Let me just see if I can... Oh, the Clockwork Man. I know. Oh, there's Martha. Not fully done because her face isn't actually made out yet. And I know Jack is in here. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be Captain Jack. So yes, I love this. I love my Series 5 box set. And come on, slide back in there. That is all I have to say for now.